In this recording, sizobe siphendula nango question 7. It's about financial mathematics. In the description box, uzothola ama-links for other recordings engwayenzile for this mid-year exam ka-2022. So asibone la ku-7.1 ukuthi bathini ke. But how many years will it take for an investment to double in value if it earns interest at a rate of 8.5% per annum compounded quarterly, right? So in other words, now we want a value for n. Our investment is compounded. So sebenzisa the compound interest formula. This takes us back to umsebenzi ka grade 11. Yes? This takes us back to umsebenzi ka grade 11. So do you see how important it is with the ngathini ubuyele back to your work oyenzile ka grade 11, your inflation. By the way, la ka grade 12 sisakhuluma ngelo kanje nge-inflation, depreciation, appreciation. We also talk about that la ku grade 12. The sinking fund, ka grade 11 ikhona. Even here ka grade 12 isesekhona. I think the new concepts akhona la ka grade 12 ile present value and the future value formulas, ama annuities basically, yabona. So it's important ukuthi ne financial maths ka grade 11 we just pay a visit nje, yabona, just pay a visit. But lana we are talking about the compound interest formula. So la ku 7.1, this is the compound interest formula. But lana basitshela ukuthi what is the actual investment abayenzile. They just said the investment was made. P is the present value, A accumulated value or the future value, N tina so calculator the value for N, I naye, P and A I don't have, but check abathini, the investment made doubles in value. So la ku P, I can just leave P as anjalo, right? The present value is by present value, but the accumulated amount or the future value is about equal to 2P because of the investment. The present value doubles over time. Yes, okay. So let us substitute la the information esinayo. I nayo P ngimekela njengoba njalo, A yoba 2P because of the investment it doubles in value. Or something enye ongayenza la ungavele ufake just take a random number nje, mhlambe uthathe 2000 kube yi present value yakho, and then the accumulated value yakho kube 4000, right? Ngoba 4000 is double of 2000, yabona. So ungayenza kanjalo, but eventually uzofika to this stage. Ngizokhomba ukuthi uzofika to what point. Okay, asiqhubeke. So lana you divide by P, ngifuna calculate the value for N la. So accumulated amount is 2P. P remains P because of it's the initial investment. 1 plus 0.085 divided by 4. We are going to divide by 4 la, because of its compounded quarterly, and then the number of years n multiplier by 4. So our aim is to calculate the value ga n la, right? But I'm going to divide by P. Ngifuna ukwenza n the subject of the formula, so I have to isolate to n. So I do that by dividing by P gala. So lana kuyosala ubani u2. So therefore the 2 is equal to 1 plus 0.085 divided by 4 raised to exponent 4n. So nayo lento bengikhuluma ngayo ke ukuthi uma ngabe ufake u2000 ngapha wafaka u4000, now uthi 2000 divided by 2000 on the right, lo 2000 I cancel lo 2000, and then it's 4000 divided by 2000, kuyophuma ubani yophuma 2 again. Yabona? So whether ufaka inumber la or you let uyekela up njengoba njalo, okusalayo sonke sofika to this point, 2 equal to this expression. Yes, and then from lana ke, there's two ways of doing it. Unga apply log definition, uvele uthi izothini, okay, izothi 4n is equal to log 1 plus 0.085 divided by 4 and then 2. Yes, and then totally answer yala, then you divide by 4, totally final answer yako. But mina, I like doing this. Apply log on both sides of the equation. So it's log 2 equal to log, nangabu apply log la, the exponent drops. Now exponentiate, the exponent drops, and then it's log 1 plus 0.85 divided by 4. And then from here again, ngizoyenzani, divide both sides by 4 log in bracket lelo kanje le sum yethu le, so that lo 4 acancele lo 4. Ngifuna aim yami ukuthi ngi-isolate ubani u-n, and then this log acancele this log. I divide both sides by 4 log 1 plus 0.85 divided by 4 on the left hand side as well. So therefore from here u-n wami uzoba equal to log 2 divided by log 4. Yes, and then it's totally answer yethu ke manje. We find our answer by calculating la. So it's going to be log 2 divided by 4 log 1 plus 0.085 divided by 4 close bracket. This is equal to 8.24. okay, ngenzeni ke manje la? So it's 8.24. Yes, so this is our answer. For 7.1. 7.2, but the company purchased machinery for 500,000. After 5 years, the machinery was sold for 180,000 rand, and new machinery was bought. 7.2.1, but if we calculate the rate of depreciation of the old machinery over the 5 years using the reducing balance method. Okay, lana sikhuluma nge-depreciation. Anything oyithenga esitolo, it loses value over time. That's why nasiyithenga lo machine lana usicosta how much? 500,000. But after 5 years you lose any value, right? The value is now worth 180,000 rand. So we want to calculate the rate of depreciation of the machine for or using reducing balance method. So now like 7.2.1, this is the reducing balance method. Yes, it's basically the same as compound interest formula, but there's a negative sign in the bracket. Then we substitute again. We must substitute, as you know, 180,000 rand as the accumulated value or the future value. The present or the purchase amount is 500,000. 1 minus I unknown as far as from calculator yena raised to exponent bani 5 years. Then from lang it divide up both sides by 500k 500,000 divide by 500,000, cancelling up, and then also divide by 500,000 on the left hand side as well. Yes, bese ke ni end up under this. So end up under this 180 divided by 500,000 equal to 1 minus I raised to exponent 5. Since ngifuna I want to isolate to I take the fifth root on both sides of the equation, so that le cancel now this exponent 5. Yes, now this exponent 5, now this exponent 5. So therefore 1 I mean I is over equal to 1 minus 5 root 180,000 divided by 500,000. I weight is over equal to this. And so lay cancelana na this one. Salu 1 minus I. And then from lana again tatalo I ngimletha ngapha left, and then I take this ngikulethe ngapha right. Ngoba I wami ngifuna ukuthi abe positive, so that's why ngimtransposela to the left. Ngimsusa ngapha left, ngimsuse ngapha right, ngimlethe ngapha left. And then I do the same for this one, and then the answer here to the interest rate is over equal to 1 minus the fifth root okay, now the fifth root 1 minus the fifth root of 180,000 divided by 500,000. This is equal to, let's round this off to 4 decimal places. Fix to 4 decimal places. Why? Because of the percentage here too, it's quoted in 2 decimal places. This answer so you multiply by 100. So it's a good idea to round off to 4 decimal places, so that now I puma as 18.48, not as 18 kuphela. Nanga we round off to 2 decimal places. So our answer la is 18.48%. This is our answer la nabu 7.2.1. 7.2.2. The rate of inflation for the cost of the new machine is 6.3% per annum over the 5 years. What will the new machine cost at the end of the 5 years? So umshini na uthenga uluza ivalue, right? But lo machine olapha esitolo nangabe uthenge nge-500,000 today, in 2 years time, in 3 years time, in 4 years time, even in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years time, anye kukhona ukuthenga nga the same 500,000 rand, ngoba it appreciates in value, it goes up in value. Kufana ne loaf of bread, for example. I-Blue Ribbon now uyithenga last year boyithenga mhlambe nge-14 rand. Not, I think at 14 rand. Oh, imalini manje Blue Ribbon brown, Blue Ribbon brown. I think maybe around 15, if not 15, it's 17 rand. But last year it was much cheaper than this year. Why? It's because of the inflation rate. So nalana umshini nawo lona, it increases in value over time. So therefore yenzani ya inflator, the price of the machine inflates. So lana sifuna ukwazi ukuthi what will the cost of the new machine cost at the end of the 5 years. Bam, this is the inflation rate. I mean inflation we calculate using a compound interest formula. So then from la, the accumulated is the future value of the machine, present purchasing price ubani of 500,000. The interest rate basipay on 6.3% after how many years? 5 years. So then we substitute together 500k plus, so our answer is over equal to 500,000. 1 2 3 1 plus 0.063 close bracket raised to exponent 5. This is equal to 678 678 635 comma 11 rand. So after 5 years the machine so will cost this much. Very good. Okay, now siyala ku 7.2.3, the last question. Then but the company sets up a sinking fund and made the first payment into this fund on the day the old machine was bought. So I think on the same day bathenga lo machine lo or lose a value la, right? Today you cost 500,000. So now nguthenga lo machine, I also set up a sinking fund. And then the last payment, and then ngiceda ukuvula le sinking fund ngenzani, I make the first payment. The last payment was made 3 months before the new machine was purchased at the end of the 5 year of the 5 years. The interest earned on the sinking fund was 10.25% per annum compounded monthly. The money from the sinking fund and the 180,000 rand from the sale of the old machine. So lo machine lona osomdala bawuthengisa, right? Nabaqeda ukuthengisa bathatha le 180,000 rand bazoyisebenzisa to buy a new machine. From the sale of the old machine was used to pay for the new machinery. Calculate the monthly payment into the sinking fund. Sifuna ukwazi ukuthi le company beyicontribute imali engakanani into the sinking fund. So lana ngizo erase and do this last question. Alright, la ku 7.2.3 sifuna ukcalculate the monthly payment into the sinking fund. Okay, now as he set up a timeline for a timeline for our data la, right? So bega. It's for a period of 5 years is sinking fund yethu. So it's from T0 all the way up to bani to 60. Over 5 times 12, actually it's compounded monthly. So the timeline yethu izophelela la kubani ku T60. And the first payment is made immediately ngoba nabaqeda ukuthenga umshini, they also set up a sinking fund. So payment yet is made immediately. The first payment is made at T0, right? And then the last payment is made at T57. Ngoba it's 3 months before the end of the 5 year period. Okay. X rate is on calculator using the future value formula. So calculate our X using the future value formula. But the future value or le mali esiyisavelayo, it's in fact the sinking fund, right? It's the sinking fund. The sinking fund basically it's the difference between in sinking fund, it's the difference between the inflated amount and this 180,000, the selling price of the old machine after 5 years. Ngichaza ukuthini na? Ngichaza ukuthi F is equal to 635.11. This is what, Konj? Do you remember? This is the inflation, right? This is the inflation. Ngoba this is the amount esothenga lo machine omusha ngayo. But nangiyothenga lo machine omusha, mina ngiyokhipha imalini 180,000 rand after 180,000 rand after the 5 year period. So kwamele ngisubtract in order to find F, the sinking fund. Ile mali le engifuna ukuyisavela so that I can afford lo machine lo omusha after 5 years. So therefore 635.11 minus 180,123. This is equal to 498,635.11. so now answer yethu ke la. Okay, now saying no f, now I can substitute la kulo kanje ku future value formula yami. Here we go. This is f, and then this is the interest. I divided by 12 ngoba it's compounded monthly. The interest rate is 10.25% per annum minus 1. But uyabona ena ngimfakanga la. There's a reason why ngamfakanga. It's because ngifuna ukuthi simcalculate sonke la. The first payment was made when at T0, right? At T0, and the last payment was made when at T57. So it means that to n wamla, the exponent n uyoba u58 ngoba the first payment was made at T0, so it's 57 plus 1 ngoba nangcounter la lo 57 uvela ngoba I start counting la T1 T2 3 4 57, but ngoba x okuqala ukuphi u T0, so it means that it's plus 1 ngoba ngicala ku T0, so it's 57 plus 1, it's 58. But ayipheleli la, this thing ayipheleli la. I have to multiply by the interest for the remaining 3 months. 1 2 3. This is an example of a payment made in advance. So the 3 months nayo isazosipha ama interest, so kumele multiply by the interest of the remaining 3 months. So therefore our x uzoba equal to so by multiplying and making x way to the subject of the formula la, what do I mean by multiplying, cross multiplying and dividing? X wami uzoba equal to 498,635 lo, 11 times 0.1025 divided by 12, everything divided by le bracket leli 1 plus 0 10 25 divided by 12, 58 minus 1 close bracket, and then you multiply by this bracket again. 1 plus 0.1025 divided by 12 raised by to exponent 3. So therefore x1 is over equal to 498,635 times 0.1025 divided by 12, and then bracket 1 plus 0.1025 divided by 12 close bracket raised to exponent 58 minus 1 close bracket open another 1. I just hope it is ophelela then. I'm hoping kubeka nayo divided by 12 raised to exponent 3. This is my answer. So x is equal to 6,510,36. This is my last answer lago question 7. So question 7 were to phelela lana, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you told some value out of this recording here today. Nangabe uthole some value, please consider subscribing. Nangabe new, nangabe you are a returning viewer, please consider leaving a like or sharing nomunye umngane wakho or abangani bakho, ama classmates or whoever obona ngathi uzothola some value out of this video. In the description box uzothola ama links for amanye ama-video ngarecordile for the question paper. If una any other question, asikhulume in the comment section. So for now, bye bye, sibonane on the next one. Peace.